All right, and officially welcome you guys here to the special web class. I'm so honored that you are taking a little bit out of your busy schedule and your time to be here with me so I can see your beautiful faces and just to get to spend time with you guys tonight. So as you're jumping on, please make sure to mute yourself if you're not already muted, because as I go through the presentation, I want to make sure that we aren't distracted by little things here and there. And I also want to encourage you that no matter where you are at in the training, whether you have even started day one or not started, or you're halfway through, or you are doing the assignments and the challenges as they come in, trust that you are exactly where you need to be. And so again, just a reminder, make sure you shut off your cell phones, get rid of distractions, make sure that you're in an area that you can kind of zone in and absorb the information that I'm going to share with you guys. Make sure if you have a pen and paper so you can take notes, because the presentation, it's got a lot of awesome gold nuggets in it that I cannot wait to share with you guys. So I'm just going to share my screen here so you can start to see the presentation. And let me make sure I can find the little share button. Here we go. And just looking for let's see here. I've got some Excel things going. Here we go. PowerPoint. Let's start this bad boy off. Okay, you guys. Well, again, I just want to welcome you to the Unshakable Confidence, the special web class that I have for you guys today. And I truly am so, so proud of you. Are you guys excited for this information that I'm going to share with you? If so, raise your hand. Yay, I see those hands. And have you guys been loving the information coming to you within the challenge? I know I've spent a lot of time and energy putting this stuff together for you in hopes that it provides value, in hopes that it really helps you guys rebuild and build and have that foundation of unshakable confidence so that it can launch you into every area of your life, whether it is in business or in your purpose, with your relationships, with your health, with your mindset, whatever it might be. I know in my journey, what I have found is that so much of it really comes back down to this confidence. So, excuse me. So like I was saying, no matter where you guys are at within the challenges, within the assignments, if you feel like you are behind, if you are doing what we did today or yesterday, just please know and trust that you are exactly where you need to be. God's timing, the timing of the universe, it is always perfect. And I'm such a firm believer that when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And so you guys have done such a great job with the challenges thus far. And I'm just so honored to be on this journey with you. So again, make sure you kind of get rid of distractions, grab your pen and paper to take notes, put your cell phone away, get off Facebook, because I really want to make sure that you guys are intentional and just present and here with me tonight. So as you guys have heard a little bit throughout my backstory, as I've shared with you some of the different lessons that I've learned over this 14 days to Unshakable Confidence, you guys know that my story is not perfect by any means, and it will always be a journey. It will always, I will always be in process, and the recovering perfectionist side of me doesn't really like to admit that, doesn't really like to admit that I will never arrive, that I will never, that it will never be perfect. But I am just like you guys in process and really journeying through this aspect of what it means to create a business and a life that I love, where I am unapologetic in who I am, where I'm authentic in who I am and my message. And it hasn't come without heartbreak. It hasn't come without fumbling through things. It hasn't come without doing the work. And so much of the work, a lot of the work that I've been sharing with you guys throughout this journey to unshakable confidence. And so, as I mentioned before, all of this is such a journey, right? And when we set out on this life, when we come here as spirits, we come here to have this human experience. We don't necessarily have a manual to run our mind and to run our body and to figure out what this life means and what our purpose is, and what it really means to show up in the world unapologetically, so that we can shine bright, so that we can share our voice, so that we can serve others, so that we can give to the level that we wish and hope and have always dreamed that we've wanted to give, and to make an impact on other people's lives. And when it comes to uncovering your purpose, when it comes to unapologetically standing in confidence in who you are and the divine design and the way that you are made, it is a journey. Man, it's a journey. It's a journey of discovery, ups and downs and adventure, and there's pivots and there's redirects. And what I have found throughout my journey is that it can't be done alone, right? We have to be able to find those people who are maybe ahead in the road a little bit further than us, and they know there might be a pothole here, or they know that there is a bump in the road here, or they know how to get over this bridge or get over this hump quicker instead of us having to fumble through it. And so that's what I love so much about these challenges, is that it's not only you're getting the guidance and the mentorship from me as your coach, but you're also surrounded by other people that are on similar journeys, that are on similar roads, that they really want the confidence to shine bright, to find their message, to let go of the limiting beliefs that hold them back. And to really show up in a way that honors who they are and why they are here. And I know, I have no doubt that because you are here, because you are in this challenge, that this is you as well. Do you guys agree? Absolutely. Raise your hand, give a little whoop, whoop. Heck yeah, that's me. So, feel free to write in the chat if you want to, if you're on the live. And so as we go through this presentation, again, I just want you to be focused and present and here with me, because we're going to go through some of what it means to go through this journey, and to really get some tips and techniques as we go through this. And again, hey, Sonia, if you could just mute yourself, that would be awesome. Thanks, girlfriend. So what's really, really fun about the journey, as I was planning for this, what I found out was that the word VIA, this is an acronym that we're going to be using for going on this journey. And the word VIA in Latin actually means road. Like, how awesome is that? Isn't that so awesome? Where it is just, it's like this divine acronym that is so applicable for the journey. And so there are three key areas of what I've learned in my journey that really, really make a difference when it comes to that foundation of confidence, and when it comes to finding your message. Maybe you want to build a brand or write a book, or help and serve others, or create a brand, or just live unapologetically in your purpose, whatever that might be for you. And so the acronyms, when it comes to this VIA, or this road, this journey, the first one is vibration. And we're going to get into this stuff in just a second. The next one is our intuition. So the V is the vibration, the I is the intuition. And the A is abundance. Isn't that so fun? VIA. And these are really key points that I'm going to talk about and explain to you guys in this presentation as we're talking about that foundation of unshakable confidence and unapologetically walking into this journey to uncovering our purpose. So the very first one, the V, this is where we get into vibration and energy. So if you kind of take a journey back in time with me towards back towards science class, and if you imagine that periodic table of elements, and how everything that your science teacher told you, my science teacher, his name was Mr. Glick, and I absolutely loved him, and I totally geeked out on all of this stuff, which is so funny. I bet he would be so proud. But I've always loved this idea that everything, right, break it down into our cells, and then inside of those cells what we have are these atoms. And when you put these atoms together, what it does in that periodic table of elements, are these positive and these negative charges, right? So it's these elements that come together that create energy, and it creates a certain charge, and it creates a certain, what we call a vibration or an energy. So if you imagine water with me, right? So it's this one negative ion or this one negative atom of oxygen and two positive atoms of hydrogen, right? So as you can see, it has the two positive and the one negative. And as it comes together, it creates this molecule that has a specific energy or frequency or vibration. And so this is the basic or the building blocks to everything that we know in the universe, whether it is our cells that come together, as you can see, whether it's water, it can be, there's a certain combination of cells that come together to make our eyes and to make our skin and to make the pen that I'm holding or the piece of paper that I'm looking at, or the metal or the glass that we're looking at on our computer screen. So everything has a really specific vibration or energy to it. And this might sound woo-woo to some of you guys, but I also want to make sure that you're understanding that this is really backed by science as well. And this is the building blocks of how everything in our body, everything in the world, a tree has an energy. If you guys read my book, I have this comparison of higher vibration things, like a carrot compared to a Cheeto, right? They're both orange, but obviously the living atoms of the carrot vibrate at a much higher frequency versus the Cheeto, right? You guys understanding this? It's kind of picking it up so far. Okay, good. And so what's really amazing about this is you guys know that I'm such a firm believer in this, that we are all here for a specific reason. And I have never been more firm in this, especially since the miscarriage last year, right? Everything has to come together, every atom, every cell, every piece and particle and piece of DNA, and chemical reaction and cell division and building of the heart or building of the organs, for life to be sustained. And I truly believe that God does not make mistakes, and you are here for a specific reason. And this is really the building blocks of it. So what's really amazing about science is that they have been able to measure this energy. And when it comes to energy, these vibes, this frequency, and if you think about the frequency of a radio station, if you want the country channel, it's kind of like, okay, I have to turn it to this certain channel to pick up that certain frequency or that certain radio wave that's going through the air for my antenna, for my car to pick up that radio station for me to listen to a certain song. And so it's really awesome for us as human beings is that we have this frequency and we have this vibration that we put out in the world, and it can be measured. Now, science has been able to measure this not only through the EKG, which is the measurement of our hearts, right? You know, you guys have seen it where it's like the boom, 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 right? And it shows these little ebbs and flows of our heartbeat, right? Is basically, it's just a measurement of energy that our heart is giving off. Well, there's the same thing that comes into play with our brain, with our mind. And this is the EEG. So, right, science have been able to kind of plug these sensors onto someone's head and figure out what parts of the brain are being activated when someone is thinking a certain thing or when they're visualizing a certain thing. And what's amazing about our brain is that it's called the central nervous system, right? So our brain, the things that we think of, the things that we visualize, the things that we imagine, the things that are deep in our subconscious with our memories and with our limiting beliefs, all of this stuff then communicates through our nerves, through our central nervous system, through the electrical system of our body, right? We've been talking about rebuilding this house throughout this challenge, right? So this is the wiring of what goes through our body and how it communicates with itself. And science can pick up on where this energy is going and the frequency of it. So a really awesome example that I have with this, and this comes from Tony Robbins, one of my mentors, and when he shares about this energy, or what he calls this state, and controlling your state and really being responsible for your state or for your vibration or for your energy, right? Because your vibe attracts your tribe. If you guys are all familiar with the law of attraction, it is all about the energy that we put out there, and that's when we then match the abundance, or that's when we then match the passion or the people that then come into our lives that can help us be the message carriers for our purpose and for our message that we have on our hearts. And so it's really, really interesting about this is that this is the EKG, so the measurement of the heart activity, and then the EEG, so also the measurement of the brain waves. And this specific chart is when somebody is under stress or when they are frustrated, right? We can also call this when they are out of alignment, or when we are stuck in the cycle of limiting beliefs, when we are stuck in the places where we think that we're not good enough, where we don't have what it takes, when we are stuck in the perfectionism or put on the masks of trying to be perfect, or we're afraid of failure, or if we're afraid of rejection. All of this shows that our body is literally out of alignment. But what happens when we connect the head and the heart? And how do we do that, right? When we are in alignment with our purpose, when we are on mission, there's where that alignment comes in. But it starts with our body, and it starts with our vibration and our frequency. And so I love this chart because it shows that when we are in appreciation, when we get our state, when we get our vibration back into a space or into that state of gratitude, into appreciation, literally, you guys, our head and our heart aligns. And science shows this. Like, isn't this amazing? Like, I mean, raise your hand, like give a little whoop whoop. Like, I just think that this is such an amazing, like, God divine design that, you guys, when we are in alignment with our purpose, when we are in alignment, when we are in those vibrations and those higher frequencies, everything in our life becomes aligned. And it's really, really special, and it's really, really amazing. So I love this chart here because what it shows is, again, so science, as they've been able to take now these frequencies and these measurements, they're able to show that so if you look at this kind of this upside down birthday hat, if you will, I just love it. Those lower frequencies, they are more contracted. So especially those places of shame, right? That's where we feel like we're not good enough, or if we're hiding parts of us because maybe we tried to show who we were to someone and it got rejected, right? So now all of a sudden we hide that part of us in shame. Or if we're feeling guilty about something, or apathy, right? We can just be in this space of whether it's the lack of decision, or maybe if we're in overwhelm and we don't know what decision to make, or even just apathy can be like the zone, like I'm zoning out and I'm just scrolling on social media and I'm just apathetic and I'm not making any decisions and I'm not feeling any emotional things that get me, whether it's excited or in joy or in peace or in love or in gratitude. And then I know we talked a lot about this, right? Our fears, our limiting beliefs, those things, those cracks in our foundation of how this really affects us, right? And as you guys can see, this is a contracted energy. The numbers that you see on the left-hand side, like the number next to fear is 100. That is literally a measurement of the vibration of that energy. And then as we go up the scale, as you can see the wavelengths, they get faster and they get higher frequency and higher vibration. And this is where we start to get into that expanded space of energy and vibration. This is where we start to move through courage, right? Which you had to be brave to say yes to this challenge. This is where we get into neutrality is actually more of like being able to see things from other people's points of view and not necessarily like getting super fired up or super defensive or like, right? Like you have to like tear the other person down, right? This is a place where maybe it's a heated discussion with a spouse or somebody blasts something on Facebook. This is a space where you're able to say, look at it from all different angles, right? This is empathy, if you will, and just have just an acceptance and just a neutrality about it, and just to understand that they are in their journey, you are in yours, and there is no defense mechanisms. There's no wanting to shoot laser beams out of your eyeballs towards them. And so as we move up this scale, right now we get into acceptance. This is that trust element of things where we trust that everything is working out for our good. We trust that the universe has our back. We trust that everything is happening for us. Right? Wouldn't you agree that that is such an amazing place to be, and that we can trust, we can accept that even the hard times in our life are happening for us to show us the strength that we have inside, for the lessons for us to learn. They're there so that we can learn the lessons, so that we can pass those lessons on to others. Right? So as you guys can see the different elements of the challenges that I've had you go through, there are pieces and parts of this to help you raise your vibration, to build that trust, to pull those gold nuggets out of your story. Right? Are you guys understanding this a little bit more, the methods to my madness? And then as we get into how more of these high vibrations, this love, this joy, this peace, this enlightenment, this consciousness, this understanding that we are all here for a reason, that we come to this earth for this human experience, and that it is all happening for us. That even in the midst of the storm, right, even when the storm rages, even when the waves come, even when they crash around us, we can still stand confidently and firmly and unshakable in peace. And we can trust that, right? Like that verse in the Bible that says we can count it all as joy. We can love someone else in the midst of where they're at in their journey, regardless of how far, quote unquote, how far back they are in the journey or how far ahead they are in the journey, right? We're not getting caught in comparison. We're not getting caught in blame. It is just this high vibration of literally of this energy that is coming out from every essence, from the very essence of who we are and every cell in our body, that has a difference on when we become aligned with our purpose. Now, obviously, there are ways to be in alignment and to vibrate high and to send off that huge energy, which will then attract in the things that we hope and desire and dream, the things that are buried in our hearts that we might have shoved down for far too long. And there are ways to then be out of alignment. So when we are in flow, when we are in alignment, these are the things that bring us joy, right? These are the things that with our energy field, it is clear, it is vivid, it is literally is magnetic. But then there are ways that disrupt our flow, that disrupt our vibration, that disrupt our energy. And this is where, whether it's the negative energy or the negative feelings that can come from the limiting beliefs that we have, the fears that we have, the depleted energy, right? Because we are mind, body, and spirit. This can also come into a place of how we treat our body, what goes in our bodies, how we honor our body, if we are moving our body, if we are honoring it with what goes in it, with what we surround it ourselves with, and who we surround ourselves with. Right? So to raise our vibration, we obviously talked about the gratitude, the kindness, the love, the joy, the passion, being in alignment with your purpose and why you are here, and doing the work that it takes to uncover the layers of the onion, so that we can unapologetically step into that and shine. Doing things like walking in nature, sitting in the sun, basking in the moonlight, breathing deeply, yoga, exercise. You guys know I'm all about moving your body. As a former personal trainer, things like laughing and smiling and being present and hugging those around you and embracing those around you, singing, dancing, having dance parties. I know if you guys read my book, like I'm all about dance parties. Like, okay, like I need to like shake some whatever negative energy off. Like I'm going to do a little dance party in my living room. Grounding and earthing. And this is an amazing technique, that I will hopefully be teaching you guys in the future. Obviously, feeding your body with whole foods that vibrate high, relaxing music, being creative, being in flow, doing what lights your soul on fire. And then there are things that lower your vibration: the junk food, the alcohol, the toxic relationships, the negative thoughts, the limiting beliefs, the environmental toxins, right? This can be the things like the smog in the air, or even there's chemicals on our clothes or our makeup or the hairspray that we put in our hair. The toxic products, if you're eating meat that isn't necessarily grass-fed or organic, sugar, medication, yelling, arguing, all these different things that create resistance, holding on to our past. Can you guys see how this creates either flow or disruption, right? These are things that really, really affect our energy and our vibration and our alignment with our God-given purpose. So that, my friends, is the V, is the vibration aspect of this acronym that I'm sharing with you guys. So wouldn't you guys agree that this is awesome? I want to see, I know I've got the chat going. I want to pull this up. Amazing, very cool. You love this chart. You agree. Things to be more conscious of. Absolutely. I love your guys' comments. So keep those going. So now we're going to get into the I. So in the VIA, right? So the V, we did the vibration. And now we're going to get into the I, or the intuition versus the ego. And we talked a little bit about this in the challenge when it comes to those limiting beliefs compared to the voice of truth, right? How many of you guys, you might have learned something about what your ego tells you? Maybe you learned a little bit more about the voice of truth, right? Pop it in the chat, stick your hand up if you agree. And there's a big difference between this, right? Because our ego tries to keep us safe. And but what's really interesting about this is that when we are born, the ego, it comes from this little piece in our brain called the amygdala. And it literally is there for our survival, right? So it's there to get the attention of our caregivers so that we can be fed and nourished and loved. Otherwise, if those things don't happen, we do not survive, whether it is emotionally because we aren't loved, or we don't survive, obviously, if we are not nourished and fed and taken care of. We literally, the rejection from caregivers lead to not surviving. So that fear is there and that fear is real. But now as adults, obviously that fear doesn't necessarily serve us as much anymore, right? If a friend says a negative comment, it can lead to rejection, yes, but we're not going to die from it, right? So now the idea is, as we raise our consciousness, as we start this journey towards understanding and kind of uncovering this stuff, there's a difference in understanding what our intuition says compared to what our ego says. And so if you think back into back in the day, maybe you watch cartoons where there was the cartoons of, maybe it was Bugs Bunny where he was going to do something, or Mickey Mouse where he was going to do something, and all of a sudden the little devil on his shoulder popped up and tried to get him to do the bad thing. And then the little angel popped up on the other side and tried to get him to do the right thing, right? How many of you guys have seen those cartoons? Pop it in the chat. I want to see. These are so funny. I love it. Oh, your ego is obnoxious. That's so funny. Right. So as we go through this journey of living with unshakable confidence and truly stepping into the next level of our purpose, and unapologetically shining and showing up authentic, we have to start to know the difference between our ego and our intuition and what that means and where it's leading, right? Because what I have found when it comes to the ego is that it can sometimes be these unassuming thoughts. And I did a blog post about it, but sometimes it can just be these little thoughts that don't necessarily don't say oh, well, you suck and you shouldn't go do this thing or you're going to die, right? It's these little unassuming thoughts that can come in. Here's an example. So it's kind of so there was this time where before, I'd kind of jumped in and got comfortable with doing live video. It was just this little thought of, oh, well, you shouldn't jump on and do live because, your hair, you just got back from the gym, you're kind of sweaty, or your hair, you're kind of having a bad hair day. And it was just this little unassuming thought where it was oh yeah, I probably shouldn't, I guess I won't do a live, or I'll just wait until I'm showered or until I look better or whatever it is, right? But it's based in that fear of either rejection or that fear of judgment. And right. And it might have been this moment where I was super inspired and I felt like I had this gold nugget of inspiration, of this divine inspiration that I was going to share. And then it's just this little unassuming thought that comes in and says, oh, well, you're kind of having a bad hair day. You don't need to go live, or nobody's going to listen. It's a bad time right now to post on social media. No one's going to listen. Right? So it can sometimes be these unassuming thoughts. So have you guys ever heard those, right? Let's see in the chat. It totally, absolutely explains your day-to-day experience. Guilty completely, right? So as you can see, there's an understanding, there's a level of understanding that has to go on to start to understand and decipher even those unassuming thoughts. And especially when we are faced with a fork in the road, when we are faced with a decision, when we are faced with the what's next compared to maybe where we have always been, or when it comes to, okay, I have these choices. What do I do now? Do I quit? Do I stay? Do I say yes? Do I say no? Do I talk to this person? Do I not talk to this person? Do I go live? Do I write the book? Do I build the brand? Do I talk to this person even though they said no before? Whatever it might be, right? We come to forks in the road all the time. And obviously we have this inner wisdom. We have this inner voice that can tell us which way to go, but we have to learn to decipher the difference between the ego and that voice of truth or our intuition. You guys with me? So as you can see, there is a big, big importance in learning to trust yourself. There's a big importance in understanding how to decipher what those voices mean and where they come from. Because what I have found in my journey is that even those little unassuming thoughts, right? The ego it's smart, but it's dumb. It's gonna make sense, and then it's not gonna make sense. But they will all lead to this little rabbit trail, or this little thread that leads back into a limiting belief. And if we haven't worked on detaching from that limiting belief and replacing it with a positive voice of truth, then that's going to be a big difference in the road that we take on this journey. Wouldn't you guys agree? Having to trust yourself is huge, and learning to decipher those. Yeah, so you were going to do a video, your ego told you to not do it. Totally. And so what I have learned when it comes to this journey is obviously trusting yourself. There are tips and techniques on not only getting still, but getting connected. So as we mentioned, to raise your vibration, things like being in nature, things like earthing and grounding and light sourcing and meditation, and being with that voice of truth so that you learn what it is and what it says to you and what it says about you. There's a verse in the Bible that also says, right, like my sheep know my voice. Right? And this takes practice, and this takes, and there's quicker ways to do it, obviously, but to tap in and to be still is an amazing way to start to learn that voice of truth compared to the ego. So as you guys can see, that I, or that intuition versus ego, that's really, really important in our in our journey, right? Wouldn't you guys agree? So we've gone over the V, right? We talked about the vibrations and the energy. We've gone over the I. We've talked about the intuition versus the ego. And as you guys can see, these are all really, really foundational and important pieces when it comes to not only having that foundation of unshakable confidence, but for what comes next, right? From the launching point of where we go from this foundation, whether it is in business, in life, in our relationships, in our finances, in our health, in our mindset, whatever it might be, it's all part of this foundation. And so the last point here is now abundance, and the amazing law of the law of attraction and manifestation. And this is where things get really, really fun, because as we start this understanding of the vibration, and as we start to raise our vibration, as we get still, and as we listen to our intuition, and as we start to hear that voice of truth about who we are, we start to get into that state of gratitude and love and peace, right? We're now building on this foundation. And then all of a sudden, because we're raising our vibration, because we are trusting that voice of truth inside of us, what's really, really amazing is that because we become this high vibration, our energy literally becomes magnetic. This is where the abundance and the manifestation comes in. Now, everything is energy, right? So it starts with our thoughts. And as you guys have journeyed through this 14 days to unshakable confidence, you know that I am all about, right? Like, it's not just the outside, it's about the inside. And I will say, we're going to go over some fun makeup stuff in a couple days, right? Because the outside is fun too. But everything is energy, and it all starts at our thoughts. So this is more about, if you can imagine like a tree with me, right? So you can imagine like an apple tree. There's fruit on the tree, and then we've got the leaves and the stems and the trunk, but underneath is the roots. So your thoughts and your beliefs are the roots. Then your emotions amplify it. As we go up this trunk, your emotions amplify it. So as you can see, if you're having this negative thought of shame, or this limiting belief, or this fear of failure, or fear of rejection, and all of a sudden you feel like you're not good enough, your energy is going to be in that vibration because your thoughts are there and because your emotions are amplifying it or confirming that. But on the flip side of that, right, if we have let go of these limiting beliefs, or we know techniques to kind of reframe them and to let go of them at the next level, the next layer of that onion, right, all of a sudden we're able to let go of the shame, to let go of the fear, and to come back to love, to come back to peace, to come back to acceptance. And all of a sudden our thoughts begin to change, and our energy begins to change, and our emotions then start to amplify it. And then our actions are based off of those higher vibration energies. We're no longer afraid of rejection. We're no longer afraid of keeping our voice small or not sharing our message. We're no longer afraid of showing up in a room and talking to whoever it is that we want to talk to because we are intentional about who we want to be surrounded with. We're no longer afraid of serving others because we know that we are here for an amazing purpose. Is this making sense, you guys? Can you feel this? Like, put in the chat, like give a little like air high five. Awesome. Awesome. So then the next aspect of this is obviously what you focus on grows. What you think about expands, and what you dwell on determines your destiny. And another mentor of mine, Robin Sharma, he's the one that said this, and I love this because I know you guys have heard on obviously what you focus on grows, right? What you put your energy into expands. What you think about expands. So what are we thinking about? How are we being intentional about this? Are we listening to the ego? Are we listening to that voice of truth? Are we making the decisions in our life based off of trust, out of love, out of peace, out of these higher vibration places compared to the places where we might have been even before this challenge, right? The places, the cracks in our foundation, the faulty wiring, the funky walls that we had stacked up around our hearts that kept us from our destiny, or that kept us from living in this space of trust and joy and peace and gratitude. So as you guys can see, this is really, really important. And as we go forward in this journey, there's obviously, like I mentioned, we don't ever arrive. We're not ever gonna just like be perfect on this side of eternity, right? This is the part of the human experience. But what's really, what I have found is that there are these repeating lessons in life. So even though through this 14 days of Unshakable Confidence, the tips that I have given you guys, they are going to be there to serve you and for you to use and for you to share with others for the rest of your life. But there will still be things that come up. There will still be the things that trigger you again. There will still be the days where it feels heavy. There will still be the fears that come up, right? Like I know I mentioned like Mario Brothers, right? Playing a video game. If you think back on, okay, you get like used all of a sudden the very first time you do something, you get through level 1 and it's hard, right? Like you might, like Mario might die, or you might like hit the mushroom and shrink, or you might hit the bad guy and shrink, or Koopa Troopa might kill you, right? But then all of a sudden you go through the level and you get better and better. But the next level, it's harder again, right? It's a whole new learning curve. It's these fears that are going to come back up. It's the times that say, oh, well, she said this about me, or they said that about me, right? And so as this stuff kind of gets re-triggered again, obviously use the tips and the techniques and the things that I have given you, but I'm also here to say that they will come back. Unfortunately, and like I said, my recovering perfectionist wishes that we could just like arrive, but there will still be the times that have you back in the box, that have you back to thinking that you're not good enough, that you have to please everyone, that you're going to numb yourself out, that it all gets overwhelming, that it's all too heavy, that it's all too much, that you're not worthy, that you're going to fail. And what happens with this is that we dim our light again. So there is this cycle that we go through again in those lower vibrations, that when there is a painful experience, we interpret it based off of our past experience. There's going to be generalizations and conclusions based off of our past experience, which then feed our limiting beliefs, which then go into, right, those lower vibration energies of grief or shame or fear. Then we get into these fear-based choices again, and then we're taking misguided action, and it's all based off of this cycle. Have you guys been there before? I'm going to take a look at the chat. Yeah, the slumps. Yeah, for sure. So the idea of all of this is that we get to the root, right? Like, yes, of course, I'm interested in the fruit, but the idea of behavior change, the idea of unapologetically and authentically stepping into our world and confidently owning our purpose and shining our light bright and sharing our message and serving others around us, it has to start at the root. It has to start at the base of change. So much of what we go through, so many times people look at the fruit, but they don't get deeper. And you guys know that I am all about the deeper, right? I don't want to just pluck the apples, like give you a new lip gloss and say, great, you're confident, like go out and conquer the world and change people's lives. You guys know that I'm about the root, which is why this foundation is all about, it's this remodel, right? We're taking out the bad walls and we're starting at the root, at the foundation, so that when we are able to uproot the weeds in our life, the things that are not bearing fruit, the things that are bearing fruit of the limiting belief or of fear or of playing small, if we can uproot those, that's where the change happens. And then we can plant what we want to plant in our life. When it comes to the amazing relationships in our life, when it comes to building a business or a life that we love, when it comes to living in our purpose and stepping into that unapologetically so that we can shine. But the thing that I know about this, and the thing that I'm even doing with you guys, is that the things that I have learned, it's not for me to keep anymore. That's part of the reason why I created this program, is because I knew that this stuff was not just for me, it's for you. Isn't that so awesome when you guys agree that it's so awesome that the light that is being sparked in you, the fruit that is beginning to grow in you, that it's not just for you anymore. It's going to be able to nourish and give life to someone else. It's going to be able to light someone else's candle. You are going to be the spark that allows them to shine bright. There's this saying where it's like, be brave with your life so that others can be brave too. How many of you guys want that? Totally. So to sum it up, you guys, right? So it all starts with our thoughts, right? That then lead into the words that we say, whether it is limiting beliefs or if it's the words of truth, right? So our thoughts then go to our words, which then lead to our actions, which then lead to our habits, which lead to the character of who we are, which lead to our destiny, to our purpose. But we've got to start at the root. Does this make sense? Does this get you guys excited? Does this get you to be like, oh, okay, like, yes, like, let's like get all the crappy root stuff out, plant the good stuff in so that my thoughts change, so that my beliefs change, so I listen to that voice of truth, so that I trust my intuition, so that I know what fork in the road to take, so that I am thriving and vibing high in this love and gratitude and peace and consciousness that allows me to be a magnet for my purpose, for the people around me, for the health, for the relationships, for the abundance. Does this get you guys so excited? I know it gets me so excited. Okay. So I know at this point you might be feeling a little bit like this. I'm just going to see in the chat. Oh, I love it. Dig up the roots. I love it. So you might be feeling a little bit like this. I know it was a lot of information to go over in a quick time. But here's the awesome thing about stuff like this is it's kind of like if you wanted to learn another language, the quickest way to do it is by going to that country and immersing yourself in it, right? This total immersion. I know for me, I took 5 years of Spanish in high school and college. And because I don't speak Spanish every day by any means, it kind of I just forget about it. But my husband and I, we love to go to Mexico. And we went last year, we went for 6 weeks. We took our son, and it was such an awesome trip. But even every time we go, whether it's for a week or last year, we went for 6 weeks, it's this immersive experience. And all of a sudden my Spanish comes back, and I can just have a conversation, and I can, ask for our food, or, like have a conversation and ask someone about their family, and, how they like Mexico, or where we're from, or this is my son Judah, and all this stuff, right? This immersion. And it is the quickest way to get through something, right? If you're thirsty for something, here's a fire hose, right? Or if you are going to peel the Band-Aid off, don't go hair by hair by hair by hair, go for it, right? Immerse yourself in the process. And that's what this challenge is all about. That's what being surrounded by people like this is all about. It is the deep dive. It is the immersion in these concepts and the techniques that will rip up the roots, that will plant the good stuff, that will empower you to find your voice, to find your tribe, to be around other high vibe people, other people that encourage you to unapologetically shine your light, to say, okay, you're dimming it a little bit, let's, pour some fuel on that and crank that puppy up. And so that's what this is all about. Are you guys with me? Awesome. So even though you might be feeling a little bit like this, again, I want to encourage you that this is all about immersion. And I know for me, I still feel like I have so much to learn. And I know obviously, and I'm, 7 years into this journey, not even including my, studying psychology back in college. And I graduated 14 years ago. And so at this point, as we are ending the end of this training, as well as the 14-day challenge, you might be wondering, well, what's next? Okay, I feel like I'm just getting started. I feel like I'm just dipping my toe in the water, but I want to cannonball in, and I want to get rid of these limiting beliefs, right? You might just be feeling this I want to dive into the cannonball into the deep end and get through this stuff. I want to take the shortcut. I want to dive in. If you guys are feeling like this, then I have an amazing announcement that I'm super excited about, and it is the what's next. It's the way that you can immerse yourself in this high vibe tribe to get even deeper in your trainings when it comes to your vibration and your energy, when it comes to understanding and trusting your intuition and that voice of truth, and the technique so that you can become this manifestation and this abundance magnet in your life. Are you guys ready for it? I don't know. Are you ready? Let's see the chat. Are you guys ready? Okay, excited. I love it. The emoji, the face, the hands on the face, the emoji. I love it. Okay. Well, I'm super excited to announce to you guys the very first ever Meant for More masterclass. I'm so excited and honored to invite you guys to join me in the what's next and the what comes after this 14 days to unshakable confidence. And you guys, this is the immersion. This is the part where you cannonball into the pool with me and allow me to guide you through the process of what it looks like to truly unapologetically walk boldly and courageously into the journey of your purpose, right? You guys are truly meant for more. So if you are ready to own your truth, give a little shout out, give a little whoop whoop. I love it. So this Meant for More masterclass, this is perfect for those that are ready, like I said, to cannonball in the deep end, to immerse yourself in, to powerfully and strategically step into the next level of finding and fulfilling their purpose so that they can make a meaningful impact, whether that is in your life, in your business, in your relationships, in your health, in your abundance, right? In this manifestation aspect of things. This is perfect for those that are ready to cannonball in the deep end. Maybe you want to write a book one day. Maybe maybe you want to build your influence so that you can serve and lead and be a leader worth following. Maybe you want to own the room. Maybe you want to be up on stage sharing a message. Maybe you want to find your voice and figure out what the heck that even means. Maybe you want to start a blog. Maybe you want to get over the fear of rejection so that you can sell your product or your service. Maybe you want to coach others one day or help others with what you're doing right now. And maybe it's even right. And I'm a mom. Like, I know that I want to be a better mom and be a better example to my son in everything that I do, because more is caught than taught. And our kids are going to learn more from us in the way that we act, the way that we speak, the way that we show up in the world, because we are an example to them, right? So, and then you might be wondering, okay, what the heck is in this Meant for More masterclass? The first aspect of it is the Meant for More home study program. Now, the home study program is valued at $2,997. And you might be wondering, okay, well, is that how much it costs? Like, what's the price? Like, what does it mean by value? And I'll explain this in just a little bit. But what you're going to get first, I have a lot of amazing stuff in this Meant for More masterclass for you guys. But in the Meant for More home study, in module 1, we are going to get into more intuition and less ego. This is where we dive into making friends with your ego. I know you might be saying, wait a minute, I just thought that our ego was a jerk and we don't want to listen to it. Well, guys, there's actually value, and it's very, very valuable to be friends with your ego. We're going to be going over how to be able to do that. We're going to be going over learning how to hear your intuition. You guys, I have been through this journey of, especially this past 6 years of intense, deep spiritual dive of what it means to listen to that voice of truth and allow it to guide me and direct me on my journey. And it is really, really powerful. We're going to be learning to trust your intuition, right? Even in those forks in the road, which way do we go, right? Learning to trust our intuition, because yes, we can hear it, but then all of a sudden that next level is to trust it, even when it's scary, even when we can't see the next step along the way, even when we think that it's going to, like, it's the craziest thing in the world. Even when like our ego is like screaming at us to say no, or like, oh, you can't do that, or oh, they're going to reject you, or oh, I don't have enough time, or oh, I don't have enough money, or whatever it is, right? All of a sudden we were able to shut our ego off, listen to that voice of truth, and trust, right? And then there's also even deeper techniques to letting go of those limiting beliefs. We deep dive into this stuff, you guys. The 14 days to unshakable confidence, you guys, it's 14 days and I jammed pack as much value and as much things as I could without trying to overwhelm you. But we deep dive into seriously uprooting the junk in our lives, those limiting beliefs, uprooting those deep-seated trees that are not bearing fruit. So imagine with me, and there's so much more, you guys. You are going to love it. So imagine with me for a second what that would look like if you really trusted and learned to hear that intuition, that voice of truth inside that guided you into taking the roads that you should be taking, that can get you faster to your purpose, that can get you faster to impacting others and helping others. Wouldn't this be amazing? Like, are you guys excited about this? Like, put it in the chat. Like, give me some air high fives. Like, I want to hear all about it, that you guys are excited about this. So in module 2 in the home study course, this is where we dig into more power from your message. Now, imagine what it would feel like if you were confident in the ability to turn your mess into your message, right? You guys have heard me like share if you read my book, or even sharing in the stories, right? The hardest things that I have been through, was able to pull out the gold nuggets like I started to teach you guys and to craft it into this message. There's power in your story, but it takes strategy, and it takes understanding to be able to look back and to see the lessons where that power comes from, and then to stand firmly in that. And then there's also there's valuable lessons from your past, and so taking those things and being able to craft it in a way that reaches your audience, that gives you the boldness and the braveness to take your mess, to not get stuck in it, but to use the art of storytelling and to be able to share that to connect with others, right? Storytelling is this amazing art that has been passed down from generations, like since the dawn of time, right? Storytelling, it's this art, and it's this way of meeting people where they are at and bringing them back in through the journey and through the step by step and through the process and through the hard times and through the bumps in the road, so that they can come with you to the other side, right? To the other side of hope, through the valley of the shadow of death, right? Through their mess, through their hard times. So I'm going to teach you guys to be able to take the gold nuggets from your mess and craft it in a way with storytelling so that you can reach others and serve others and help others. And then from that art of storytelling, I'm going to teach you guys how to be able to connect with others by using story. Because if you have a business, whatever it might be, whether it's in direct sales, whether you are in real estate, whether you are in corporate America or in nonprofits or whatever that might be, there is art in storytelling, not only your own story, but also other people's stories. And people don't buy things from you. They don't enroll in your message or want to follow you until they know you, like you, and trust you. And this goes for social media as well. And social media is an amazing, powerful tool to be able to utilize to reach more people. So I'm going to teach you guys how to be able to do this with your story, with your mess, with the art of storytelling, so that you can connect with others, so that whatever it is that you are offering them, whether it is a nugget of inspiration, maybe you are on stage or in a Facebook Live or in a simple post or in a product that you're selling, there is art to it to create that authentic connection. And I'm going to teach you guys all about it. Wouldn't that be amazing? Like, can you guys just imagine how amazing that would be to just be able to authentically connect with people, to drop in that nugget of hope, or that product or that service or exactly what it is that they need in that exact moment of time? Like, wouldn't that be so amazing? I cannot wait to teach you guys all about it. All right, you guys. So module 3 in the home study course. Actually, I'm going to check this chat. You guys are blowing it up. True awesomeness. Woo, bring it. I love it, you guys. So now module 3, more confidence. Now I know you guys might be thinking, okay, so we obviously just went through like the 14 days to unshakable confidence. Now I need more. Well, like I said, this challenge was the tip of the iceberg, and I jam-packed as much as I could, trying not to overwhelm you guys in the 14 days. But the idea with this more confidence is it's a whole nother level to confidence. I'm going to be able to teach you guys, I have tips and techniques from other mentors of mine to be able to train your body to feel confident so that your brain follows, right? So now we're getting back into this vibration, back into this energy, back into this unapologetic presence, this magnetizing presence about you that vibrates from the essence of who you are when you walk into a room. And there's no limiting beliefs, there is no ego chatter. It is just this pure, radiant, bright, magnetizing light that shines from within. I'm going to teach you guys how to be able to do that. Imagine how that would be, whether you're walking into a sales meeting or into a networking event or into a conference or into, into a date with your spouse or a date with somebody that you just met or whatever that might mean, right? I'm going to teach you guys how to train your body and how to get instant access to the greatness that is already inside of you. I know this is such an amazing technique that I did some training on with this. And this is something that helped me not only own the stage in pageant land and become one of the top 6 in the world, even though I had no experience, right? Because obviously, if you've ever done pageants or if you thought about doing a pageant before, or even just watched it on TV, right? Like thrusting yourself into a place where you are intentionally judged, where you are intentionally like competing against other women. Where you're up on stage, maybe in a swimsuit, or you have to look graceful, and then interview with the judges, right? You have to be able to be clear and concise and connect with the judges and be confident in who you are in your message, like no matter what question they ask. I was trained in this, and there is an amazing technique that literally gives you instant access to the greatness that is already inside of you, but I'm going to teach you how to instantly access it. I'm going to teach you guys how to own any room that you walk into, and not like own like greedy pride, but own like that your essence and your presence and your light is seen and felt and heard, whether it's from the front of the stage or from the back of the room, or if you're walking down the hallway, or if you are, you're selling your thing or whatever it might be, that when other people, that they can't help but look and stare and want to listen when you walk into that room. How amazing would that be? Would that be amazing? Would you guys find benefit in that? In whether it's your life or your business, like, wouldn't that be amazing? I'm going to teach you guys how to confidently own the gifts that you have been given, right? We talked a little bit about strengths finders, but we're going to dive deeper into that. We're going to strategically put the pieces of those together so that you can have the confidence to own that, to know what you are good at. And there is a real confidence and security that comes when you own the way that you were designed, and that you know that the way that you were made is not a mistake. I'm going to teach you guys all about that. And then, because, I cannot teach you guys about confidence without doing a deep dive into fashion and makeup to match the inside with what's on the outside. Because what's really fun about it, I mean, obviously, like, yes, hair and makeup and fashion, it's this superficial thing, but there's actually some different ways to be able to match the essence of who you are with the colors that you wear and the cuts of the fabric and the prints or the shapes of the things that you wear, whether it's in your jewelry or the shape of the jacket or the shape of the skirt, and that match the shape of your features and who you are on the inside. And this is what's really, really fun. I remember when I went through this different training and these techniques, it was like, oh, like, no wonder like the stuff in my closet has been sitting there that I don't want to wear anymore, right? So I got rid of the stuff in the closet that didn't match my essence or match my energy profile. And I was able to, I like shop quicker. I know what works well with me and my energy. And I show up boldly, right? I mean, I know a couple of you guys saw me at the Unshakable Confidence, the Unstoppable Influence Summit. And I had so many people that said, oh my gosh, I just want your wardrobe. Like, this is like the cutest thing ever. Like, oh my, you're like, blah, 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 blah. Like, I had so many compliments from it, which I'm so grateful for and so appreciative of. But I'm going to teach you guys how to be able to do that for you and for your personality, so that no, Barbie was there. Oh, thank you so much. You were stunning at the summit and definitely owned the room. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you to say. So yes, like fashion and makeup, I'm going to give you guys all the ins, all the outs, so that you don't feel the need to blend in anymore. And I used to actually do this because I really like fashion and I really like makeup, but I used to dim my light and I used to blend in and just play it safe with how I dressed or with what I wore. And not that I'm like, like showing like all the things and the girls, but I used to just blend in and wear just very neutral stuff, and so that I wouldn't make other people feel uncomfortable. But when you start to understand that the fun tips and techniques to wear the bold colors that match you and your personality, or to wear the flowy fabrics or the big tutus or whatever it might be that's going to match you, that will go over, it gets really, really fun when you can unapologetically show up with what lights you up on the outside and on the inside. And oh man, you guys, it's a blast. I can't wait to teach you about that. In module 4, in the Meant for More Masterclass home study program, we are going to be going over more abundance. And I'm such a firm believer that abundance is, right? So everything is energy, right? And abundance and money and finances, whether it's an abundance of love or an abundance of healthy relationships, abundance of money, abundance of resources, abundance of ideas, whatever it is, it's energy. And so I'm going to teach you guys all about this. So that we can start to become that magnet. So I'm going to teach you guys about the power of manifestation, matching that energy and being that manifestation machine, being the magnet for what it is that you want in your life. I'm going to also teach you guys about visualization techniques that will show you how to attract what you want. This is where clarity comes in. This is where purpose comes in. This is where you literally have been to the places that you want to go in your brain, and it gets rid of fear, and it gives you a clear pathway on where to go. Like, how many of us could use more clarity? Like, wouldn't it be amazing to have more clarity in where you are going, or what you were trying to create in your life, or what your purpose was? Like, wouldn't it be amazing if you could attract what you wanted and have that clarity and that clear and concise information? I'm also going to teach you guys how to get rid of the money blocks so you can call in more abundance, because there are money blocks, there are limiting beliefs that hold us back. And these are the things like money doesn't grow on trees, or you have to work really hard for your money, right? I'm going to teach you guys about even doing things that allow you to make money in your sleep, because that is definitely abundance, and that's where things get really, really fun, you guys. So imagine what that could do for you, right? Imagine making money in your sleep. It's like one of the best things ever. All of a sudden you wake up and you're like, yay! Like, it's so fun, and it allows you to stay in your zone of genius, to do more of what you love, to keep your vibrations high, to keep trusting that voice of truth. When we let go of those limiting beliefs of money, and I know it can kind of be a sticky subject for some people, but man, it's powerful when we start to dig into this stuff, and I cannot wait to teach you about it. Are you guys excited about this one? Like, this one is one of my favorites for sure. So module 5, more influence. I told you guys this home study course, like, it's awesome. Like, there is so much good stuff in it, you guys. So module 5, more influence. I'm going to teach you guys how to be able to build your influence in person and online, to build your brand, to connect with others, to surround yourself with other influencers and other leaders that maybe in the past that you, without knowing these techniques, that you would have been intimidated by, or you would have never gone up to them, or those limiting beliefs would have kicked in and said, oh, you shouldn't go talk to them, or they're going to think that you're weird for saying that thing, right? I'm going to teach you guys how to build your influence in person and online. The next one, learn how to build a powerful network. Your vibe attracts your tribe. I'm going to teach you guys how to be, this might sound funny, but if you're the smartest person in the room, I'm going to teach you guys how to be in a different room so that you can surround yourself with other people that draw you up. and draw the best out of you and challenge you to be better, to unapologetically shine your light bright. And that's what part of this is, right? I'm going to teach you. You guys are going to be surrounded by an incredible and a powerful network worth of people. I'm going to give you guys social media tips, including live videos. I'm going to teach you guys the ins and the outs of what it means to have good lighting and what to look at and what to talk to and how to create content and how to have the ideas to create the content and how to build your brand online. Because if you guys have a message, if you want to serve others on a bigger capacity, if you want to build your influence and be a leader worth following, social media is obviously a great tool to get to know and to get to understand so that you can use it to your advantage. I'm going to give you guys branding techniques, right? So it's a big deal now, right? If you are wanting to build your influence, if you want to build your message, maybe in the future, right? Maybe you're not going to publish a book tomorrow, but maybe in a couple of years you know that you want to publish a book, or maybe you want to just start to do Facebook Lives and talk with others about that, or have a pretty Facebook post that inspires someone else to take action, to go read a book, or to watch this thing, or to come into my Facebook group, or to whatever, shine their light brighter. There's branding techniques that give you consistency on what it is that you're saying so that people know that it is you. I'm also going to teach you guys how to use your message and the lessons that you learned to help others and get paid for it. So this is where we kind of connect a lot of the different dots together, and we're able to use your message and start to get paid for it, right? Maybe you want to do something like with what I'm doing now, teaching others online, having online courses. Maybe you want to do some affiliate links with a blog, or whatever it might be, right? I'm going to teach you how to use your lessons and how to get paid for it. So imagine how fun that would be, and more, you guys. This one is amazing, and I love teaching others how to build their influence. I'm all about leading and empowering other leaders, and that's what this one is all about. Okay, inside scoop. So that was the Meant for More Master. That was the home study course. That was just a part of what you're getting. So the Meant for More Master class, we start in January. We're going to start at the end of January. So we are going to kick off the new year right, girlfriend. It is going to be amazing. And what's really awesome about this is that most, if not all of the classes, they'll actually be live for you guys as founding members. So other people that come into this course, maybe in the spring when I launch it again, they are not going to get the live version of these presentations. So I'm super excited that as a founding member, you will get it live. You will have lifetime access to the recordings in the members area. So you can go back to them as much as you need to. And then you'll be able to strategically utilize this information so that you can powerfully step into 2019, and it's going to be your best year yet. Okay, so that was the Meant for More Home Study Program, which is valued at $2,997. The next thing you're going to get is a 90-day membership to the Meant for More Coaching Circle. And this is also valued at $2,997. So you might be wondering, okay, well, what is the coaching circle? Well, we have 60-minute group coaching with me twice a month. And so you are going to not only have your home study course where you're going to be able to go through these different lessons that I just mentioned in those different modules, but every other week you and I are going to be Zoom face-to-face with questions, real-time live coaching, live breakthroughs, instant access, and it is awesome. And there's so much power in the collective when we get multiple brains together and multiple people that can give input. And then because I don't claim to know it all by any means, I've also built a very powerful network of people around me. I'm going to have special guests each month for you guys to learn from, to listen to, and to ask them questions as well. So the coaching circle is amazing. Like I mentioned before, we've got in the masterclass, we've got the Meant for More Home Study Program with all of those different modules for $2,997. We've got the 90-day membership to the Meant for More coaching circle for $2,997, coaching with me every other week for 3 months, you guys, including 3 special guests each and every month, or 3 special guests, one each month. I'm also going to give you lifetime access to the Meant for More Masterclass Facebook group. Now I'm going to launch this. I'm going to offer this masterclass for each monthly challenge that I do. And so it's going to grow and grow and grow and grow. And you're going to have lifetime access to the high vibe people that are in that group, that are on similar journeys, that who knows, there might be your BFFs next year. You guys might create a business together. You might help each other teach and train or interview each other, or whatever that might be. You are going to be surrounded with incredible people, and that is $1,000 value. The next thing that you're going to get are eligibility for Meant for More awards. Now, within the masterclass, I have really fun challenges within the masterclass. So this might be little things like, okay, like, do your content creation, or build your influence, or connect with this person, or do an interview together, or whatever it might be, right? I've got fun challenges within the masterclass that I'm going to be giving awards for. I want to make sure to recognize, to honor, and to acknowledge the hard work that you are doing. And so that's where the awards come in. And these are fun. They are a blast to do, and they are priceless. I know for me, if I've ever felt underappreciated, even if it was something small, or maybe it was a big bouquet of flowers or a thoughtful gift, that feeling of being seen and acknowledged and appreciated for the hard work that I did, like, that is priceless. So we've got the Meant for More home study program at $2,997 value. We've got the 90-day membership to the Meant for More coaching circle, coaching real-time live with me on Zoom, face-to-face, for $2,997. We also have lifetime access to the Meant for More Facebook group masterclass at $1,000 value. We've also got eligibility for the Meant for More awards, which are priceless. Appreciation and gratitude and acknowledgement is priceless. And then I'm actually adding in a bonus for you guys. I wasn't going to do this, but I wanted to make sure to just give you guys as much value as possible. And as you know, for me, it's not just about your mind or your spirit. And as a former personal trainer, I have to make sure that I'm giving you guys some value in there to get your body going as well. So this is my exclusive Vibe High home study. These are all, you're going to get instant access to this if you join the Meant for More masterclass. And this is valued at $1,997 value. I'm going to share with you what the Vibe High home study course is. So you're going to have lifetime access to this. And this is where I teach you how to vibe high in your mind, body, and spirit. And it's so much fun. So there are 3 easy to follow classes. The first part is your high vibe mind. So you guys are going to have affirmations galore. I have a meditation and a recording on getting into action, right? Because if we either get stuck or to get into action. I have journal exercises for you guys. I have recommended books, recommended podcasts. So this is all about what goes into your mind and within part 1. Part 2 is high vibe body. So I have 6 workouts that are exclusive to this that you can do anywhere. I guide you through how to do it, the form, bring you through a progression, as well as, wherever you're at in your fitness level, there is something for you to be able to do within that workout. And you can do it anywhere. Most of it is body weight, or you might just have, grab a couple soup cans or a milk jug to do a few of the things, or if you have weights at home, you can use those as well. So you have no excuses not to get your body vibrating higher through movement. I also included a bonus cardio workout, a bonus core blast, because, we all want good abs and to fit into those cute skinny jeans. I also give you a Nutrition 101 recording. So it is some of my best nutrition tips that break out, that like get rid of the noise, like get rid of the crap that other people are telling you, the no fat, the high fat, the keto crap, the whatever it might be, right? This is Nutrition 101 for vibrating high. fueling your body the way that it needs to be fueled so that you can raise the vibration of your cells. I also give you guys healthy and easy recipes, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks, and then high vibe detox info so that you can get the junk out of your body and get it functioning correctly at a cellular level. And then part 3 of this class is the high vibe spirit. So I have included meditations, visualizations, and affirmations that I guide you guys through the process of what it means to just vibe high. So you guys are going to love, love, love it. So again, with the masterclass, what you're going to get is the Meant for More home study program at $2,997 value. You're going to get access to a 90-day membership to the Meant for More coaching circle, a $2,997 value. So coaching real time, twice a month with me, plus our guests. You're going to have lifetime access to the Meant for More Facebook group, the Masterclass Facebook group, which is a $1,000 value. So you're going to be surrounded by those high-level thinkers, those high-level people that are growing their brands, that are growing their influence, that are discovering their message. And you guys are going to, I have no doubt, create powerful connections that will serve you for the rest of your life. You're going to be eligible for Meant for More awards, which again, acknowledgement and appreciation for hard work that is going on for behind the scenes especially is priceless. And the bonus that I'm throwing in is the Vibe High Home Study, a $1,997 value. I do have one other bonus for you guys, and this is access to next month's challenge. So you guys know how much amazing information is in the 14 days to Unshakable Confidence. And maybe there were things that you either missed, or maybe an assignment or a day that you missed. Or what's really amazing is what I found is that even if I reread a book, it's kind of like rereading a book, and all of a sudden different parts of it stick out to you. Or all of a sudden you listen to something again and different parts of it stick out to you in a whole new way. That's what this is all about. So you guys are going to get access to next month's challenge for free with the Backstage Pass. I just decided to add that. You guys are going to get access to the Backstage Pass too, which is where the fun really is at as well. And so that is going to be a $197 value. And you guys are going to also be acknowledged as leaders within next month's challenge, because you guys kind of know that, the gist. Like, you guys are up and coming leaders in this Meant for More movement. So with all of this stuff, you guys, the total value, the Meant for More home study program at $2,997 value, the 90-day membership to the Meant for More coaching circle at $2,997 value, the lifetime access to the Meant for More Facebook group masterclass is $1,000 value. The eligibility for the Meant for More awards and the challenges that go on within the group are priceless. The bonus high vibe home study course to get your body and your mind and your spirit vibing high is another $1,997 value. And then an extra bonus is access to next month's challenge and acknowledged as leaders, $197 value. So the total value of all of this stuff, you guys, is $9,188. Now, I do want to say, when it comes to price versus value, you might be looking at this and saying, okay, well, like, how do I, why is it priced at this? Or what does value versus price mean? I'm going to explain to you guys. Value means it's the transformational value of what you're going to get within this, right? So it's kind of like if you needed to have brain surgery, and the brain surgeon was an expert in his field. He's got this awesome technique, and he's going to charge you $30,000 for it. And he's like, it's going to take me like 3 minutes. So I'll be in there. I'm going to fix whatever it is. And then, we'll close your brain back up and you'll be good to go. And all of a sudden you're like, well, I don't know. Like, I'm paying $30,000. I kind of want you to be in there for like 8 hours and, really dig in there a little bit more because I'm paying $30,000, right? So as you can see, there's a difference between value versus price. So the value is really in the transformation that you guys are going to get. And the total value for this is $9,188. I do have a question that I want to ask you. If all this did, this masterclass with all of the stuff that you're getting, if it allowed you to finally get rid of the clutter in your mind, the ego chatter, the chattering stuff that can yell at you when things get the hardest, if it finally allowed you to get rid of the clutter in your mind, to get focused and clear, would it be worth it? I think so, right? If all this masterclass did was give you the kick in the booty to get into action, to get unstuck, to get into action, would it be worth it? If all this masterclass did was allow you to gain the confidence you need to show up in a way that you know that you should show up, would it be worth it? If all this masterclass did was help you get rid of the limiting beliefs, including the money blocks, that's a big one, including the money blocks, and finally begin to bring into your life what you want, the people that you want, the abundance that you want, the purpose that you want, the joy that you want, the fulfillment that you want, would it be worth it? If all this did was begin to build the influence online and offline so that others will hear you, see you, notice you, listen to you, be magnetized to you, be attracted to you, listen to you, want you to help them so that you can serve them, to be a leader worth following, would it be worth it? And finally, if all this did was allowed you to finally live in alignment and begin to build a life based around that, in alignment with who you are, with your God-given purpose, would it be worth it? So what do you think that owning your truth, that building your confidence, that letting go of the limiting beliefs, living into your purpose, building your influence, building your brand, getting rid of the blocks, what do you think it's worth to you? $5,000? $10,000? Maybe $25,000? Maybe more? I know for me, my 6+ year learning curve, not including my psychology degree, it cost me about $100,000. Yep, you guys heard that right. But it was worth every single penny because it helped me discover my purpose, helped me find my message, it helped me gain confidence inside and out. And I know you guys have seen this. Help me build my brand, help me increase my influence so I could reach more people and serve more people and have the capacity to be able to do that. It helped me create a full-time residual income, right? That's the money you make while you sleep, and an online business that I can do from the beach in Mexico, that I can do with you guys here in my office. I can do, with my kid in the background, which I know some of you guys have seen in some of the videos. The freedom to do that. And it helped me create a body, a business, and a life in alignment that I absolutely love. So that $100,000 has been worth every single penny, you guys. So the Meant for More Masterclass, I will say it's not available anywhere else. It is exclusive to you guys as my challengers. I'm not, if I do end up opening it up to the public, it will likely be priced at $2,597. Okay? So I want you to understand that. But because you guys are my people, you guys are my tribe, you guys are my challengers, you guys are my rock stars, I have a special challenge only price just for you, exclusive to you. This is a secret price that is not offered to anybody else. Like I said, if I offer it to the public, it's going to be offered at $2,597. Okay. So my exclusive challenge special only price is $997. You guys are going to save $1,600 because you guys said yes to me in the first place to do the 14 days to Unshakable Confidence. And that was just the beginning. Okay, so a special only challenge price is $997. You're going to save $1,600. So if you head over to wearemeantformore.com/masterclass, I'll put it in the chat because I apparently forgot the .com. So wearemeantformore.com/masterclass. All right. So let me back up here. So I do have a surprise for you guys. So for the first 5 fast movers that jump in, that say yes, that are ready to go all in, to cannonball in the pool and immerse themselves in this masterclass, I'm going to give you a bonus 30-minute private coaching session with me, which is valued at $250. Okay, you guys, we are going to deep dive 30 minutes, Zoom, face-to-face, whatever it is that you want to talk about. We can bust through the blocks. We can get through the thing. Head over to wearemeantformore.com/masterclass. First 5 movers. And then for US residents, if financing is something that you need, again, maybe you want to use your airline mile card and, work towards a free flight, or PayPal has an awesome no interest, 6 months, no interest, no payments if you qualify. So I'll have a button at the end, but you can also head on over to your PayPal account. And this is an awesome way to finance this masterclass and this immersion into this deep dive of this soul work that will help bring you to the next level of your purpose. So it's just a quick little button, which is awesome. I'm so grateful that there are resources like that. So who is this masterclass for? Again, the website, wearemeantformore.com/masterclass. So what you are going to get, so let me make sure I'm on the right page here. Okay, so who is a good fit for the Meant for More masterclass? Someone that is open, coachable, and trainable. Right? You have to be open. You have to be willing to trust and to say, okay, yes, I see that these techniques have worked for you. I'm going to dive in. I'm going to say yes, and I'm going to do it. So open, coachable, and trainable. Somebody that is sick and tired of being in the same place. Maybe you've been in the same place for years. Maybe you've been there for 6 months. Maybe you were in the same place as you were last year. If you're sick and tired of being in the same place, this masterclass is for you. If you're ready to take action, if what you are currently doing hasn't been working to help you create a business or a life that you love, go to wearemeantformore.com/masterclass. If your ego is giving you excuses right now, but your heart is excited, this is for you. This is what your heart, what that voice of truth, what your intuition is guiding you to say yes to. But all of a sudden your ego is going to be like, well, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to fit in the time frame, or I don't know if you can afford it. I don't know, right? What if you fail? What if she rejects you? What if you don't fit in? What if right? That's going to be your ego. If your ego is giving you a lot of these crap excuses, but your heart is excited. If your heart might be beating out of your chest, you might be sweating a little bit. You might be like, oh, do I go to the website? Maybe you're on the website and you're wearemeantformore.com/masterclass. And you're like, I don't know, do I push the buy button? Ooh, am I going to be one of the 5? Is she going to even like me, right? Whatever it is, if this is you, this class is for you. And if you are ready to live in alignment, if you are ready, you guys, alignment is amazing. This is for you. Go to wearemeantformore.com/masterclass. Now, who is not a good fit? Because this is important as well, because not everyone is. So if you are content with staying where you are, which is okay, if that's you, then this class is not a good fit for you. This is for the movers, for the action takers, for the movers, the shakers, those that are ready to get to a new level. Okay? This is not a good fit for know-it-alls. If you know it all, you don't need me, my friend. You got it. You got it. You got this, babe. Know-it-alls, they're not a good fit. Who else is not a good fit? If you're not ready to let go of your excuses. I love you guys. I'm going to shoot you straight, though. I'm going to give it to you straight. If you're not ready to let go of your excuses, this is not for you. And if you're not willing to take action, right? If you want to stay stuck, if you don't want to do the work, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. I'm going to give you guys some of the best resources that have cost me $100,000, over $100,000, including my psychology degree, including my coaching degree. I'm going to give you guys some of the best resources from some of the top leaders for the $100,000 that I have spent for $9.97 when you go to wearemeantformore.com/masterclass. But Charity, can you guarantee that I'll make my money back? Well, babe, like I said, you can lead a horse to water, but I can't make you drink. So can I guarantee that you will make your money back? No. Can I guarantee that you will let go of the limiting beliefs that hold you back, that can move you into areas of your life that can allow you to make more money? Yes. That's up to you. But Charity, I don't have time. I get it, you guys. Life is busy. But if you aren't willing to do the work, if you don't have the time, if you aren't willing to make the time, well, this might not be for you. If it's not a priority, it's not going to be in your calendar. So if this is going to be a priority, if stepping into your purpose, if letting go of limiting beliefs, if building your influence, if living in alignment and building a life and a business that you love is something that you desire, you have to make time for it. But Charity, I'm broke. Well, I get that. I've been there where I've had $7 in my bank account and there was something that I really, really, really wanted to do, but it wasn't the right time. And I had to go get a job to get some things straightened and cleared away with first. And so if you're broke, maybe not right now is not the right time. Maybe next month, maybe in a couple months, you can come back as an alumni and come do the masterclass. I will say they're not going to be live like the founding members, but there's a timing for everything. So you can go to wearemeantformore.com/masterclass. So first of all, I just want to say I am so excited to welcome our new group of Meant for More Masterclass students to the tribe. Those of you guys who have gone to wearemeantformore.com/masterclass, you guys, this is going to be an epic journey. I'm so excited to welcome you. This is going to be a blast, and I have no doubt that this is going to be a shift, a life-changing shift for those of you guys that have said yes. So again, you can go to wearemeantformore.com/masterclass and get started now for just $9.97. So again, as a recap, we've got the Meant for More home study program that's valued at $2,997. You guys, you saw all of those modules that you're gonna get. It's the more influence, the more confidence, the more let me see here, the more influence. Let me pull it up. I've got my sheets here. The more abundance, the more power from your message, more confidence, more intuition, less ego. Valued at $2,997. That's the home study course. And these are packed full with incredible life-changing value. You're going to get access to the 90-day membership to the Meant for More coaching circle. Again, twice a month, you and our group, you and our high vibe tribe and me, Zoom, face-to-face. We are going to be chatting real-time breakthroughs, coaching, questions answered, strategy, feedback, and it is awesome, you guys. Plus, you're also going to hear from 3 different influencers, one each month within that 90-day coaching circle. And that's valued at $2,997 value. So again, all you have to do is go to wearemeantformore.com/masterclass. You're also going to get lifetime access to the Meant for More Facebook group, the masterclass for the Facebook group. So this is your high vibe people that are going to be connections for you, that are going to give you an incredible supportive community that will draw out the best in you, that will cheer you on, that will fan your flame. And that is lifetime access. So every single person that joins the program, you are going to be able to connect with. And that's $1,000 value. You're also going to have eligibility for the Meant for More awards. Again, I would see your work, appreciate your work, appreciate and acknowledge those that are doing the work, and that is priceless. And then again, bonus, the High Vibe Home Study. When you guys go over to wearemeantformore.com/masterclass, when you get the masterclass, when you join the masterclass, you are actually going to get instant access. When you click that join button, you're going to be able to go back into your members area, and that High Vibe Home Study course will magically show up live for you to start to dive into. Isn't that amazing? Like, technology is amazing. So it's sitting there waiting for you to say yes to, and ready to just pop out of nowhere and appear in your members area when you join the masterclass. And that is a $1,997 value. If you guys do have questions, feel free to email me at charity@charitymajors.com. I have my phone here, so I am making sure to pull that up and check those if any questions do pop up as you guys are watching this. And then you guys are also going to have another bonus. You're going to have access to next month's challenge, a $197 value. I'm going to acknowledge you guys as leaders. You guys are going to be able to help support and lead the new people that come into the challenge. And I'm going to give you backstage pass. I'm going to give you the free backstage pass. So just because I love you guys, and you guys are my rock stars, my challenge rock stars. So again, the total value of this is $9,188. And you guys, I actually want to share this thing. So I have a spiritual mentor of mine, and she is incredible with numbers. And what's really fun about this total value of the $9,188, see those 2 8s? 8, that is actually a special number for new beginnings. I just love that, right? New beginnings, you guys. There's a sign if you need one. There is your sign. And I will say, so we've only got a few minutes left with this special web class. As you can see, the clock is ticking down, and this offer is only good until Sunday at midnight. Okay, it is going away Sunday at midnight. You will only have access to make a decision, to follow your heart, and to say yes for a couple more days. So again, I want to encourage you to head over to wearemeantformore.com/masterclass. So I'm going to answer a few questions here. Let's see here. What do we got? Let's see. Okay. You're going to be out of town for the next few weeks. How long do I have to access the training? Which, that's a very valid thing, right? We're obviously getting into the holidays, which I know life is busy, like family palooza is happening. I know we have I think it's 30 people for Thanksgiving. So you will have, what's great about this is that obviously the home study course, those trainings, and the master class, it doesn't start until January. You have lifetime access to what we've gone over in this tip of the iceberg with the 14 Days to Unshakable Confidence Challenge. So you guys have access to all of that stuff. We still do have a couple days left of training. If you are here with me live, if you're watching the replay, we have concluded, but you obviously still have access to this. You'll have access to your Vibe High course immediately when you join the masterclass. And then again, if you are out of town for the holidays, have an amazing time. You are going to still have tons of great content that you can dig into, but we start in January. So no need to worry about that. So again, wearemeantformore.com/masterclass. masterclass. I know like I said, I forgot that .com after We Are Meant for More. So, let's fix that for the next one, but it's there. I promise. wearemeantformore.com/masterclass. There's also a button on there if you need to check out that PayPal financing, the 6 months, no payment, no interest option for U.S. residents. If you qualify, definitely check into that for sure, because that's a great option. Or again, put it on a card where you can get some fun miles, and who knows, maybe I might just be planning on a live event next year. Details to come soon, so maybe you'll just want to come to the live event, to the summit. Woo, that's a little secret though, so don't spill that. Don't spill the beans. Oh man. Okay, let's see if we've got other questions here. Looks like my computer is taking a little while to refresh or to figure it out. Again, if you guys still have questions, you can shoot me an email at charity@charitymajors.com. I can check the chat too. Let's see here. Yeah, wearemeantformore.com/masterclass. And I don't know, my presentation is, I know there's a couple more questions on there. So I know one of the questions was, okay, am I going to have access, or what's the difference between the Unshakable Confidence Challenge group compared to the masterclass group? Well, you guys, obviously you will have access to the Facebook group for our Unshakable Confidence Challenge for life. But I will tell you, I will be present in the masterclass. So that is where I am going to be. And so I want to encourage you to join the masterclass group. Okay, apparently my PowerPoint shut off, so you get me live right here. I can always see if I can pull it up, but it might just take a while. So yeah, so I know that there's a difference between obviously the people that are in the Unshakable Confidence challenge group compared to the masterclass. These are going to be the people that you connect with. That's where I'll be there coaching live within our group, as well as very, very present in that group, in that class. And so then, oh yeah, there's my notification. Microsoft PowerPoint quit unexpectedly. Well, it can reopen. We'll see if it can pull it up, so that way you guys can see all the goodies that are included again. And then let me see another question. Oh, wait, we start January. I'm looking at the final dates, but it will be mid to end of January. I know I'm going to have another challenge in December, another challenge in January. And so I want to make sure to have this available to a couple more classes before we start, so that people also have the opportunity to be the founding members in this masterclass. But it is going to be awesome. So again, just one more recap, since technology is just, technology. We've got the Meant for More home study program at $2,997 value. We've got the 60-day membership, or the 90-day membership to the Meant for More coaching circle at $2,997 value. Lifetime access to the Meant for More Facebook group masterclass, $1,000 value. The eligibility for Meant for More awards, priceless. And plus the fun competition. If you are a little competitive like me, it's going to be fun. The bonus of the Vibe High home study course, which you get instant access to when you purchase the masterclass. It will show up in your members area because technology is amazing like that. That one is $1,997 value, plus instant, plus access to my next month's challenge. Again, 14 days to Unshakable Confidence, plus the backstage pass, $197 value. So over $9,000 value of transformational value, of deep dive, of immersion, where you are going to I have no doubt is going to be the launching pad for so many things, for what you desire, for what your heart desires, for what you believe that your purpose is, because you are meant for more. So again, head on over to wearemeantformore.com/masterclass. That's where you're going to be able to get access to joining the masterclass. I cannot wait to join you. If your heart is beating, but your ego is giving you a bunch of different excuses, if your heart is saying yes, but your head is giving you all the things, right? That's how you know it's for you. That's how you know it's to say yes. And I cannot wait to see you in the masterclass. So again, wearemeantformore.com/masterclass. Join today. You're gonna also, those first 5 fast movers, you guys are going to get the free 30-minute coaching session, Zoom with me, face to face, which I cannot wait to chat with you, to help you break through, bust through, get over, acknowledge, learn about whatever it is that you want to bust through, break through, talk to me about. I cannot wait for that, for those first 5 fast movers, those action takers. So again, I cannot thank you guys enough for spending your evening with me, for spending your time with me on this special web class. These are seriously some of my favorite things to teach about, and we deep dive, we immerse ourselves in them in the masterclass. So if you are ready, say yes. Head over to wearemeantformore.com, join the masterclass. Again, it's only open until Sunday at midnight. So if you need to take care of whatever it is that you need to take care of, have a conversation with whoever you need to have a conversation with, ask God, ask your spouse, whatever it is that you need to do, to say yes, but make this happen. 2019 is going to be epic. And this is going to be a big piece of that for those of you guys that say yes. So wearemeantformore.com/masterclass. I cannot wait to see you, to see who joins, to see those that are ready to immerse themselves in this process with me, to not spend the $100,000 like I spent. But to really get immense value and immense transformation, only for $997. So it's going to be awesome, you guys. All right, that's what we got for tonight. I know it's late for some of you guys if you're with me live. I know it is if you're watching the replay. Thank you again for sticking with me. Again, it's only live until Sunday. So head over to wearemeantformore.com/masterclass. All right, you guys, that's what we got for tonight. I will talk to you in our next training. And if you have questions, again, feel free to email me at charity@charitymajors.com, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you guys have. All right, I will talk to you soon. Have a good one, you guys.